It's the early way, yeah. It's the early way, yeah, yeah. It's the early way, yeah. It's the early way, yeah, yeah. It's the early way, it's the early way, yeah, 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 yeah. It's the early. What's up, y'all? I'm Early Earl. I thank y'all for hitting these YouTube streets and coming on down here to the early way. I'm coming at y'all with another review. It's about them baddies. They over there in the Caribbean. This is episode 5, titled Get Drowned. And before we get into the review, let's get into some top tweets of the episode. Tune in with me. And we have our first tweet. It says, I got secondhand embarrassment watching this OMG. They do not fuck with Diamond. And this when they was, in the van on their way to the nature walk. And Diamond was explaining to them how she still got beef with Tinker Bella. And then she explaining she still want to fight it and this and that and the third. They was over it. They weren't really paying attention. They was tired of hearing about Diamond talk about Tinker. So, they end up saying Baddies shot o'clock just to get Diamond to shut up. Yeah, I was like, damn, Diamond, they tired of you talking about that. Just be quiet. Enjoy the ride. Let's enjoy the ride. And then we got our next tweet. It says, Tommie wanted to fight. They only showed when Natalie grabbed. Security was 1,000% holding Tommie's hands. And that's true. When Tommie and Natalie fought next to the car, in between the cars, security did hold Tommie's hands. And, Natalie, whooped Tommie by the car. So, Tommie wanted the first two. But that third one, Natalie had got her because Natalie had some help. And that was the only reason. Our next tweet says, Gretch, I'm Puerto Rican. Tommie, and black? Gretch, no, fully Puerto Rican. When Gretchen, when you answer now to black, that should let you know that you shouldn't be saying nigga. That let you know right there, you're not black. You're not supposed to be saying nigga, so stop it. Simple. God damn. And then our next tweet said, let this be Mariah's last and final season. And I agree. I'm tired of Mariah. I don't like Mariah. I don't even know why she on Baddies. The bitch ain't no baddie to me. She ain't. And she look more white than Gretchen. For real, she do too much. She thinks she can fight. I do not like Mariah thin head ass. She don't need to be on this season. I don't even know where they asked her back. Our last tweet says, it's a lot of D-eating going on this season. Natalie lost that fight. I don't care. And I agree. They was hyping Natalie up, gassing her up like she wanted to fight, like she did her bit with. And Natalie, you did not whoop Tommie. And I wanted y'all to be a friend to her and tell her, hey, Natalie, you got your ass whooped. I mean, you fought back, but you didn't win. Why y'all gas her up like she wanted to fight? I don't like that. Y'all ain't Natalie friend at all. And y'all, that was all the tweets we had for the episode. Let's get into the review. So y'all, we open up the episode with Tommie making her grand entrance on the beach. She riding on her white horse. Beacon had sent out the location and invited her out. And the way she came out had everybody shook. She gagged everybody. They was looking like, what the fuck going on? Why is this bitch on a horse on the beach? You hear Natalie in the background. She yelling, knock that bitch off her shit. Knock that bitch off her shit. She popping it. Jayla right by her side. She hyping her up, the fight. Gretchen steps up. She said, fuck all that. And she called Jayla to the front. She tell her to come here. You, come here. And again, they get on the topic of her saying the N-word. Jayla steps up and she let her know for the 100th time that she can't keep saying that. She asked her, what part of that don't you understand? The part where you not black or the part where you gonna keep getting your ass whooped if you keep on saying nigga? In her confessional, Jayla says that she don't care how much black dick Gretchen takes or how many black friends Gretchen has, she can't be saying the N-word. And I agree with Jayla, but Gretchen is going to do what she want to do. She's going to say what she want to say. And it's your choice, Jayla, to be around her. And it's your choice to keep whooping her ass every time she says shit. It's all up to you. Gretchen ends up apologizing. She let them know that she ain't coming at them in that type of way. She said that she want to squash it and she don't have a problem with nobody but Meatball because Meatball snuck her. She said that's some lame nigga shit. She ends up saying the N-word again. And Jayla runs up ready to whoop on her, but security stops her and pulls her back. They take Gretchen away, removing her away from the other baddies. Tommie goes over to Gretchen to see what's up with her and find out why she out here calling people nigga. Gretchen tells Tommie that she's Puerto Rican and from where she from, she say nigga like she say bitch. And I said that in my review on the second episode. Gretchen says nigga like, some people say bitch. And she don't really mean any malice behind it. Ain't no ill intent. It just flows naturally out her mouth. But that doesn't make it right. And the down show don't make it okay. Gretchen tells Tommie that she's not saying it to be racist. And from where she's from, it don't mean anything. And Tommie say, yeah, fuck all that. But from where she from, it means a lot. And you can't keep saying that shit. That's not cool. Gretchen tells her that she's trying to understand and respect that, but they're not letting her talk. And them hoes jumped on her yesterday, so it's up. Tommie walks away from Gretchen. She says she over it. She goes back over to join the other baddies. And over with the other baddies, Natalie, she's still popping shit. She ankle deep in the water, and at this point, she ready to fight. She tells Tommie to come over by the water so I can drown you. And I'm like, girl, and you ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. Tommie says she can't swim. Natalie was pressed, and Tommie seemed like she was unbothered the whole time until they went out to that parking lot. But Natalie tries to catch Tommie off guard. She swings at her and misses. Tommie ends up popping her. Pop, pop. Natalie runs up and swings again, and her head down, and Tommie hit her with a quick uppercut. They get to squabbling. Natalie falls, and Tommie drags her in the sand. Security comes to break it up, and Natalie lost that round. Natalie got drugged on the beach. Natalie gets up off the ground, her wig off. She look at the mess talking about, welcome to Baddies Caribbean, bitch. I said, girl, sit the fuck down. They square up again. They go with it. Tommie gets Natalie in a headlock. They both swinging at each other. Security pulls them apart. It wasn't much on this one, but it gave like it was a tie. If I had to choose, I couldn't choose because, it looked like they was both hitting each other at the same damn time. And in true Natalie fashion, she said she done. She need a beat. She defeated, and she head back to her car. Tommie is upset at this point. She pushing the cameras back. She hitting on security. She goes looking for Natalie. She looking through the car window. She looking in the trees. She looking in the bushes. She on the hunt for Natalie. She still wants some more. Natalie done haul ass to her car, and she quoting Nicki Minaj, Chun-Li about being a bad guy. When the last time you ever seen a bad guy do it like this? She in the back seat, but when she see Tommie, she hops out. And Tommie says she wants to head up. And, there was a lot of space and opportunity. If Natalie really wanted Tommie, and if Tommie really wanted Natalie, they had ample time to jump on each other. But they waited until they were in a small space to get down in between some cars. And they ended up fighting again. We couldn't see anything. They was fighting by the cars. Tommie ends up getting Natalie inside the car. Wasn't much shown, but they did show Natalie catching Tommie with their fruit uppercuts. And, security ends up breaking it up. If I had to choose from what I see, I didn't see much, but if I had to choose a winner on that one, I'm going to have to give it to Natalie because them uppercuts Natalie was landing looked lethal. Jayla and Aubrey, they come over gassing Natalie up like she did her big one, and she didn't. It was a whole lot of dick eating and ass kissing on the beach and ass kissing the entire episode. It was crazy. And I just want them to be real with your friend, be real with Natalie, and let her know that she didn't do what she thinks she did. She did not beat Tommie. From my eyes to the TV screen, I did not see Tommie get whooped by Natalie. A bar. And at this point, Tommie, she done ran Natalie off the beach. The other baddies didn't know what to do without Natalie there telling them what's the next move. So, everybody got ready to leave the beach. As they were hopping in their separate vans, we see Tesehki. She hopping herself up. She ready to get active. She said she sent my old Jellybean an ass whooping for when they filmed Bad vs. Wild. She said Jellybean was in her husband's face, well, in her husband's section, and she wanted her to move, and Jellybean didn't move, so now they have a problem. And Tesehki, Keisha Cole once said, "You need to get if he don't wanna, love it or ride when he ain't gonna. It ain't what it said, it's where he wanna be." Yeah. It don't matter where that man is or where he's standing. If you is where he wanna be at, that's all that matter. What's your issue with Jellybean? It's petty. It's petty. Jellybean, she in her van and she hears Tesehki going off, so she hops out. She was confused as to what was going on, and so was I. I was confused too, like, why she upset? Jellybean says she don't want Tesehki man. She tells her, "I don't want your man, cause I got it like that. But he ain't even gotta be like that. Your man, he be calling me back. He say I'm fine as a matter of fact. He asks how I do that there for my jeans of the baby fat. Listen, I don't know the types of tricks you playing, but I should warn you, I don't want your man." Shout out to Missy. Shout out to Keisha Cole. And just like the song say, Tesehki, let it go. Let that shit go. Jellybean said they already talked about it. It's supposed to be over and done with. She let us know that they talked about it one night at the casino, and Tesehki apologized about it, saying that she was drunk and all that type of shit. And I believe J.O. Now, Tesehki, are you doing this for camera time? You haven't been doing anything so far on the show, and we're 5 episodes in. Everybody so far done fought, or at least hit somebody, and you have done nothing. Well, except Scotty, but at least she playing mediator. At least she's doing something. Tesehki, you ain't doing shit. But now here you go, want to fight over some shit you apologized for a while back. It came out of left field, and it didn't make any sense to me. Tesehki, sit your ass down like you've been doing, and be in the background like you've been doing. They started going back and forth. Tesehki said she didn't apologize, and y'all, she want to fight so bad. While they're arguing, Mariah ugly ass, she come from the side. She sneaks Jellybeans and hit her. And before Jellybean could react, security breaks it up. And Mariah said, "Ain't nobody fighting Tesehki without fighting her." And I'm like, Mariah, sit your weak ass down. You are weak, and I want you to stop acting like you really about it. I want you to stop acting like you can fight when you can't. It don't look good on you. And it's like you trying to be something you're not. I really want you off this goddamn show. You so quick to jump in a fight with Tesehki, a bitch who can fight, but you stand on the sideline with Bianca, who can't fight like that. Mariah picks and chooses, and I hate that for her. And, she's low-key scared of her damn stuff, so. Mariah ugly ass, she yelling. She looking a fucking fool. She said that they can all line it up, but ain't nobody fighting Tesehki without going through her. And I'm like, next. Get this bitch off my screen. You are a easy go through. You are not a challenge. You act like you big and you not, Mariah. Sit your bitch ass down. In her confessional, she said that she's a solid bitch, and for any one of her friends, she would go up for her. And I call BS lies. At this point in the show, you and Bianca was friends, and you didn't jump in her fight with Safari. Instead, you chose to stay out of it. So that's a lie. That's bullshit. And Tesehki, you are an insecure woman if you fight somebody because they're standing next to your man. You seem pressed and you really seem bothered, and that's really fucking sad. The next day we see Meatball, Biggie, Natalie, and Slim. They chilling outside the mansion. They, started talking about everything that happened last night at the beach. Biggie say last night was a lot, so she invited Tommie, and yes, she was being messy by doing it. Who gonna check her? Natalie asked her why she set her friend up like that. You set your friend up to get whooped. Natalie said she would Tommie and knotted her up. And in her confessional, she let us know that she don't fuck with Biggie because Biggie fucks with the op. And I'm like, why don't you tell Biggie that? Let Biggie know you don't fuck with her so she won't be crying anymore about you not being her friend. Just tell her straight up, hey, Big, I don't fuck with you. You fuck with my enemy, so, hey, it ain't happening between me and you. Meatball and Slim, they did ride Natalie the whole time. They know damn well Natalie did not win. I don't care if it was a 3-round fight, Natalie won once. She did not win the overall fight. It don't matter. And in that scene, we got Scotty and Diamond. Scotty want Diamond to squash the beef with Tika. You know, Diamond says she's open to talk to Tika, but she still want to fight. Well, you know, she can sit down and talk. So they head over to talk with Tika. Tika said she tried to spare Diamond, but, you know, Diamond started doing weird shit like making a diss song. Diamond says she is a professional woman. She could punch Tika in her shit right now and go hang out with her at the club like nothing happened. Tika said the only way she'll leave Diamond, this little girl, alone is if she apologizes. And Diamond said, who the fuck you calling a little girl? I'm a grown-ass woman, and I'm not apologizing for getting you on the show. Diamond tells her to go finish her bleaching, you know, and make sure you get your eyes, make sure you get your lips, and make sure you get your knuckles, bitch. When she said knuckles hard and strong, like, hey, make sure you don't forget to get them damn knuckles, because them knuckles is dark as hell. I died. That shit had me rolling. And in that scene, we got Dia and Callie. Callie says she feel isolated, so she's trying to make a friend. She gonna try with Dia. You know, she said she was thrown off by Jellybean when they got to fighting because they was chilling all day. Like, she know the replacement is better than anybody because, you know, she been an outcast. So that's who she got to chill with. Dia lets her know she ran up on Gretchen because she had to catch Gretchen slipping. And she thought it was weak for Nunu to run up on her. Kylie said she don't think anything was personal. Everybody was just fighting for a spot in the house. And Dia said she ain't finished with Nunu. And Kylie said she ain't no beef with Natalie. She want to talk to Natalie to see if they could talk it out. She just think Natalie is getting older and it's time to turn her chips in. So, and in that scene, we see everybody they head out to the nature walk. On the way there, Diamond is in a sprinter with Natalie, Jayla, Sapphire, and Scotty. And she lets them know that she's definitely going to find Tika again, and that her problem is not only with Tika, but with Dia and Slim, since they did ride in Tika. So she got a problem with all three of them. They get to the nature walk. The replacements are there too. Natalie lets everybody know that Biggie went to meet up with Tommie and she took Mariah, Tesehki, and Callie with her. So they split up in 4 groups. We got Natalie, Sapphire, Diamond, and Tika in one group. Scotty, Jayla, Dia, Slim, and Meatball in another group. Bianca, Aubrey, Rendali, and Jellybean, they grouped up. And we got the replacements, J.O., Kiva, Nunu, and Heaven. They in a group together. So the first group we see is Natalie's group. And, you know, in that group, Diamond and Tika, they going back and forth again. And at this point, I'm like, y'all just fight and get it over with. Because this back and forth is getting old and it's getting tired. I understand that, you know, Diamond, you ain't going to let it go. You want to fight Tika, well, just take off on them. Shit, at this point, she don't want to fight, but you want to fight. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Let it go. She waiting to fight you. I don't know why she waiting. It's getting scary at this point. The next group we see is Bianca group. Aubrey asked the group, how do they feel about, you know, everything that's been going and what's happening with Gretchen. When Dolly speaks up and she understands everything that Gretchen's going through. They have similar backgrounds. She thinks Gretchen is cool and this and that. Aubrey say that this shit would never fly in her era. And I don't know. Would it fly back then? I know if you say the N-word on TV now, you're getting canceled. I don't know if Aubrey was in that era where you say the N-word, you cancel. They canceling everything. You ain't even got, if you on TV, you ain't even on TV no more. If you got a Paula Deen say the N-word and she ain't even got the, we didn't see Paula Deen in a long ass time. I don't know if Aubrey was in that era. I just know Aubrey wasn't saying the N-word. That's all I know. Then we see the replacements next. And, you know, they say they ain't called the replacements. They the hit squad because they came in and they stood on business. And they did. And, you know, they said they ready to go get in the house. They ready to get in the house with the other ladies. The last group we see is Scotty group. And, you know, they talking about the replacements and how they feel about the replacements coming in and trying to take their spot. You know, they talk about all that, but Meatball changes the subject. She steps up to Jayla and asks Jayla about her beef with Biggie. She says she don't like the fact that she acted like she was cool with Biggie, but punched her. You know, she felt like Jayla was bullying Biggie and asked Jayla, how would you feel if somebody bullied her? And Jayla said, bitch can't bully her. And I fussed with Jayla, right, a bitch can't bully me. That's true. So they started arguing, going back and forth, and that was the end of the episode. Y'all, the MVP of the episode, the most valuable baddie of the episode, it was a surprise to me that I don't even finna say this. But because I said this girl wasn't even a baddie. The most valuable baddie this episode was Biggie. Biggie dropped the location of Tommie, got Tommie there acting a fool, and she let Natalie know, yeah, I invited Tommie, and yeah, I was being messy. That's my friend, now what? Bam. So, y'all, I'm going to have to get a most valuable baddie to the Biggie. I'm shook of. Y'all, that's all I came down here to say. I do thank y'all for tuning in to the early way. If y'all haven't liked the video, like the video. And if you feel like it, drop a comment. And if you want to, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Y'all, shit, I do thank y'all for tuning in to the early way. And until next time.